Hey, it's Andrew, and I've got a really fascinating keyboard here today. Keyboards are awesome. They're the centerpiece of your desk. I'm a little bit more obsessed with keyboards than your average person, and I generally have a little bit more to ask from my keyboards than your average person as well. Now, Keychron is an awesome company that does custom keyboards, and I've been a big fan of them for a very long time. Recently, though, they launched a Kickstarter for a brand new keyboard, and I thought it was dope, so I had to back it. And this is the Keychron K2 HE. Let's talk about it. Now, the Keychron K2 came out a long time ago, and it was an awesome keyboard. It was a 70% custom mechanical keyboard that had wireless functionality, and it had Mac icons. The 70% was a bit of a big deal because this is the favorite Apple layout. It's what you see on like MacBook Pro keyboards or the Magic Keyboard. It gives you the arrow keys as well as the function row, all compact, so you have access to all the keys you really need, and it gets rid of all the keys on the 10 keyless board that you never really use. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever used the home button on a keyboard. This was really awesome for Mac users because there aren't many custom mechanical keyboard options for Mac users that give you all the features that you really want. You could use this keyboard for gaming, but it was a pretty standard gaming mechanical keyboard. Now, the K2 HE has brought all of those awesome details about the K2 that people loved, but then they've also given it a brand new coat of paint, making it look beautiful. They've also given it a high-speed wireless dongle, and they've given it Hall effect switches, given the HE in the name. Hall effect switches, if you didn't know, have been getting pretty big lately. They went really viral in the Wooting 60HE, which was a really popular gaming keyboard. You're seeing them in Switch Pro controllers now from third-party brands, not Nintendo. Hall effect switches and sticks are starting to become a big thing. As far as I'm aware, the Wooting was the first big gaming keyboard to throw these into a mechanical keyboard. Actually, the first video on my channel was me transplanting my Wooting 60HE into a new iron case. If you want to see that video, it's like the first video on my channel. It's not great. It's quite old. I didn't really know how to talk to a camera yet. But Hall effect switches in the keyboard sense allow your computer to detect magnetically down to the millimeter the movement of the switch. The breakout gaming feature was Rapid Trigger. Rapid Trigger was a big deal because it meant that the keyboard was now detecting the millisecond you pulled off the key. With traditional keyboard switches, you have an actuation point, so you push the switch down far enough and it will input, and then you pull the switch back up, and once it passes that point again, it turns off. With a Hall effect switch, the first 0.1 millimeter you push that key, it is now an input. And then wherever the switch is in the push, when you pull back on it, it will instantly end that input. This was perfect for games like Valorant and Counter-Strike where you want to stop moving very quickly so you can be accurate. This tech also allowed you to have hyper-specific controls over games like racing games. For instance, you could push the key down slightly to move slowly or all the way down to move quickly. It gave you a lot more of a specific, tight control over the keys when playing games. And this was honestly a really big advantage. Hall effect switches are dope. They're starting to appear all over the gaming sphere, and the K2 HE has them. This means that my Mac productivity keyboard is now also a really good gaming keyboard. And not only is it a great gaming keyboard, it also has a high-speed wireless dongle, meaning that I can have no cables coming off the keyboard on my desk. The keyboard just sounds and feels amazing to use. These magnetic switches are fantastic. It has 2 sets of adjustable feet, so you can adjust your typing angle. I prefer the first set of feet. And because I know you're gonna ask, here is a sound test. And again, not only does it sound great, and this is stock by the way, I haven't done any mods to this thing, but it also just feels wonderful. I love these switches, I love these keycaps. The big thing I adore about this keyboard though, honestly, is the design. The features here are all wonderful, but I wouldn't have pulled the trigger so fast on this board if it wasn't for the design, because damn, they made a beautiful board. It's got these slightly off-white keycaps, giving it that creamy look, wood accents on the side, making it feel incredibly organic and just incredibly eye-catching on the desk. It's a keyboard that I love using for both productivity work and playing games. And instead of doing the install in applications so you can adjust your keyboard, the keyboard has VIA support, but Keychron also has a web app. So all you have to do is go onto the website to start adjusting your keyboard. You can adjust the rapid trigger, the keystrokes, you can adjust the light. It's got full RGB lighting. I personally just set it to white because I don't like RGB that much. And the battery life is also fantastic. I plugged it in when it first got here, and I've been using it pretty much daily for a month, and I haven't had to plug it in yet. I'd been using the Magic Keyboard for my computer for the last year, and switching back to mechanical keys is so nice. I've been doing a ton of productivity work and then a decent amount of gaming, mostly just League because I am on my Mac right now, and that's the only game I really play on my Mac that's Mac supported. But all in all, it's been a fantastic experience. The K2HE is beautiful and incredibly functional. I highly recommend it if you're a Mac guy and you're in need of a mechanical keyboard. And I also recommend it if you're a Windows user looking for a smaller 70% keyboard. It has all the Windows keycaps included if you want to use it on Windows, and has a switch on the side that allows you to switch between operating systems. Whether you're an office worker or a gamer, this thing delivers and it's great. I could not be happier with this purchase. And it's a short video today. I just love this thing and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. The socials are in the description. I want to say thank you to D Sanchez for being a member. There is merch under the video if you are interested. Working on making some newer, cooler stuff like a hoodie or something. Either way, thank you guys so much for supporting my YouTube channel. It means the world to me because these are all just dumb YouTube videos. I'm sitting in a room right now talking to the camera. It's really late. I should be in bed, and instead I'm just sitting alone talking to the camera, and you guys somehow enjoy that. So thank you so much. Like I said, it means the world to me. Merry late Christmas. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Santa holiday, and Happy New Year. That's coming up here right around the corner. And hey, thank you so much for watching this video.